Squiddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. I get today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Drama Queen chapter 57. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha. We ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba kitty who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content. Because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have a full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which today we're going to be covering Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom. We're also covering Marriage Toxin. We're covering Witch Hat Atelier, Akane Banashi, Yomi no Sugai, Mira Mashita Urumikun, and Digimon Beat Break. And there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, oh my freaking god. So last chapter, we saw that, like, after everything, all the trauma that Haru went through and, like, how he was overcoming that trauma, and it was very powerful, let's be real. After all that shit, and Glasker comes through, it's like, no, I stopped that virus from spreading. God, I hope he's lying. I really do hope he's lying. But not only that, he, like, shot off, he had Lily shoot off Haru's leg. And yeah, now we're getting to Lily versus Kitami. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled, What Do You Take Me For? I got someone here who wants more than anything to make you kill Haru with your own hands. You... their first encounter face-to-face since that fated day on the beach. That mole right next to your eye. It's you, isn't it, Lily? I know that gun. That's Kitch's gun. Invented it himself. Yeah, I remember. You were sweet enough to tell me before and all. No! No! My leg! He just destroyed Haru's leg! A ray gun that can destroy flesh and vaporize corpses. Pretty cool stuff. That gun is fucking sick. Did you take it from the warehouse? What'd you do to Kitch? No, I fucking not! Kitch, no! You bastard! Why? No! No! You still don't get it, do you? Kitch is working with me. No! Why? Why? No! No! Why have Kitch do this betrayal? This is some bullshit! After all this shit, dude, this manga is a fucking clusterfuck of a soap opera, man. Oh my god, you know what? Part of me's like, this is some Jerry Springer levels of chaos, and I am fucking living for it, but... after all this shit, man! Really? I really hope this fucker is trolling. I really do. I got this gun, I just used to zap your leg to oblivion courtesy of none other than Kitch. He's had you fooled this whole time. Even as we speak, he's laughing at you from the sidelines. I really hope this fucker is lying. Bullshit, he would never. What makes you so sure? Because a real man never lies. Yeah! Go Haru! So I know Kitch would never deceive me. I fucking love Haru so much for that. That is a true bro. That is a true pro right there! Oh, stay still or you're gonna bleed out. Screw you and all your lies! Is everything about the meteorite fake too then? Oh, it's true, which is exactly why I can't have you spraying some killer virus right now. Otherwise, where else are the aliens gonna flee to? Motherfucker! There's plenty of planets where the aliens can go to, according to, I think it was Kitch who said it. Fuck, hold on a second! No, I don't think it was Kitch who said it. He might have said it first, but I think it's Glonder said it. Hold on a sec. Hold on. I think it's Glaskander said it. Hold on. Let me double check. Because like just something ain't adding up. I hope Glaskander gets called out here. Because in chapter 52, what he says here, in regards to the meteorite, after he, mentions the meteorite heading to their home planet, he says they're concealing it from the general public to avoid mass panic, but a small portion of their upper class have begun migrating to other planets. Other planets, not including, it's basically, that's not included, sorry, I fucked this up. Other planets that does include Earth. So, yeah, there's other planets here. Oh, God, you fuck. Glaskander is so full of shit. He's so full of shit. There's other planets they're going to, you stupid fucker. I knew you were on their side. Then why even bother letting us lock you up? You could have just raided us from day one. Because it pissed you off more to see your plans ruined. God, it's such an asshole. Just as you were celebrating pulling it all off, and by the very guy you just beat up, no less. You're seriously messed up. Seriously. No, what are you? Are you even human? Oh my fucking God. What if I told you I was a descendant of God? I would want to punch him in the face. Huh? The same nasty God who created this whole wretched universe. Well, our divine power has dwindled quite a bit over the generations, but the same wickedness, my love for people's anger is still etched into my DNA. What is he talking about? You expect us to believe he descended from God? He is so full of shit. There's no way. It's the truth. Oh, you're so full of shit. Shut the fuck up. Huh? This guy's out of his mind. What do you take us for? Well, even I think calling myself a god... I just said it too! Well, even I think calling myself as god is pretty embarrassing. So you can just think of me as another alien if you like. What? Kind of like a higher level alien from another planet and universe than this guy here. Ooh! Now this I can believe. Kind of like a higher level alien from another planet and universe. Now this, but the other thing then is, if this is true in regard to Glaskander, like, why are we seeing more of his kind here? Unless, like, dude, if he's a fugitive alien, I will not be surprised. Or if there's like oh my God, if there's like an alien counselor or something, I will not be surprised by that either. Come on, get serious. Forget it. Don't listen to another word he says. God is a bully and a hater. Oh my God. That's why God created life in the universe, solely for someone to torment. Creating life despite hating all living things? Pretty contradictory if you ask me. In the end, God is just an idiot who happened to have all the power. Dude, what a dickhead. So after creating tons of life, including a wife and kids, God eventually went hysterical and died. Wait, what? And died? What's he even saying? Anyway, I had my fun. You're free to do as you please now. I know what a liar you are. Which means you're probably going to stab me in the back too after all this. So I'll warn you now, don't underestimate me. Dude, Lily, I love that you said that. But dude, what the fuck? Gusgunner's just... It's like a huge... What the fuck is going on with this man? Like, as I said, God, I do not believe... He might believe he's God in his mind, okay? I do not believe that this man is God. I don't. Alien from, like, another universe, I could fucking believe. I could believe this shit. I could believe that he is projecting. I could believe, like... I could believe all that. I can. I could believe he's like a fugitive alien. That I can believe. And that he's, like, projecting his daddy issues or something. I can believe that, okay? I can. But, like, him being a flat out God, nah. I don't think so. Nah. God, I really hope that that's what it is, that he's an alien. Because then, that raises even more questions about, like, what's going on in the rest of the universe. I mean, there was already questions being raised about, like, the aliens going to different planets besides Earth. You know, the upper class aliens going to different planets besides Earth. I want to know, like, about. We need to know what else is going on. There's something more here. Well, best of luck to you both. Oh! Who's there? Is he dead? No, he's breathing. Yeah, catch! Catch! That's a bro! Yeah! Are you okay, Haru? Catch! Your leg, how could they? I'm so sorry I was late. No, you shouldn't be here. He's Kitch? But I thought he and that Fours were allies. No, we're not allies. That was a lie. I knew he was lying! Yes! Go, Kitch! In the hopes of upsetting Haru. I knew it! I knew it! He's a real man! There was no way that Kitch would do this shit. That's when, like, dude, there's no way that he's God. Nah. Alien, I can believe. God, no. 30 minutes earlier. Oh, shit. Looks like my buddy's here. Dude, he looks like I hate to say that he looks like Gojo here, but God. He looks like Gojo here. He really does. So this was your plan all along, huh? You said it's remote operable, didn't ya? Stop the spread of the virus before detonation. If you don't, then this guy's gonna have to kill poor little Haru. No! With this, the fire sprinkler system is disabled. If you detonate now, it ain't nothing raining down but fireworks. I hope you don't mind if I borrow this PC. Think I'll take the gun, too. And sorry, but we're gonna have to tie you up. Well, just as promised, time to go abduct Haru, yeah? Not just Haru. You're right, after all four of Katami's buddies. Let's see. You're after all four of Katami's buddies. Don't worry, I'll lead you to him. I'm just saying, Haru's up first is all. Then you could force Katami to kill them all by his own hands. That's your goal after all, ain't it? Well then, thanks again for stopping the virus. True to my word, we won't kill Haru. Liar! The two of us won't anyway. You can't be here, kid. You need to run. Don't worry, Haru. I'm gonna take this guy down and save you. You got guts, old man. Woo! A clash of two aliens with their own convictions. So, let's look at this real quick. So the virus sprinkler system is disabled. So that, damn. So he wasn't lying about that, at least. That sucks. Oh, I'm not happy about that. But everything else, though, in regards to Kitch, he was lying about. Thank God. I was hoping there was going to be like a backup system or something. There has to be like a remote backup system. Oh, I really hope so. You know what? I really hope they, the fireworks were detonated before this was disabled. I really hope so. I really hope they detonated it before it was disabled. I'm praying that they did. But that's a long shot at this point. But yeah, Kitch. But what do you guys think about what Iglisgander said about him being God? I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe he's God. No. There's no way he's God. Like, I mean, in terms of, like, sci-fi stuff, in terms of, like, alien councils and shit like that, or, fuck, I'm gonna use Dragon Ball as an example for this in terms of, if we're gonna talk about gods. I mean, we've seen it with the Supreme Kais, where they are basically, and also the angels, too, is that they're basically supposed to be observers. They're not supposed to intervene. Oh, my God. If if it, oh my god, is Glander supposed to be, if Glander supposed to be Zamasu, I would not be surprised if he is the Zamasu of this, of this manga. I would not be surprised if he is kind of like a Zamasu kind of realness. I would not, dude, if he, like, basically, I'm gonna go back to what he said in regards to his parents. It says, while our divine power has dwindled quite a bit over the generations, but the same wickedness, my love for people's anger is still etched into my DNA. God, this is such a Zamasu thing. And he also says kind of like, well, even I think calling myself a god is pretty embarrassing. So you could just think of me as another alien, if you like. Kind of like a higher level alien from a whole nother planet and universe than this guy. A guy here. Dude, I'm telling you, this is kind of like a Supreme Kai kind of situation, isn't it? And this is what he said, and then he says, God is a bully and a hater. That's why God created life in the universe solely for someone to torment. Creating life despite hating all living things. Pretty contradictory, if you ask me. And yet, in the end, God is just an idiot who happened to have all the power. So after creating tons of life, including a wife and kids, God eventually went hysterical and died. Dude. This is some Zamasu shit. This is some Zamasu shit. Example. That's the thing that comes to mind. I'm very curious if that's what the Manga Plus comments are thinking. Like, Drama Queen's one of those series where, even though, like, we're 57 chapters in, I have to see if people are on the same page as me on this. The evil guy thinking he's transcending the universe makes me think he's a total delusion. Thank God. Oh, here we go. Whenever you hear crazy guys say things like that about God, it just reminds you only insane people think like that. That is very true. God is love itself, which we can understand from his Trinity. His eternal. Well, this is a Christian thing. Anyway, his eternal relationship of love. With that, we can understand that he loves us. I'm a compulsive liar and a rage baiter, so I can't believe you when I say that, God. That comment is epic! That is great! Someone said this is a Reddit chapter! Oh my god, I love it! I love that! I love that someone said that this is a Reddit chapter! It's a Reddit chapter! Dude, he is such an... And Lascano is such an edgelord! He is the epitome of, like, a tryhard and an edgelord! Oh my god, he really is! Part of me wants to say it's like some Tumblr shit, but dude, I like what that guy said in Manga Plus, and this is a Reddit motherfucker. Dude, he's the god of edgelords, holy shit. Oh my god. But dude, I am so happy that Kitch, it was loyal. Kitch is a true bro. Kitch is a true bro. I'm so happy. So happy with that. But like, I'm so curious about Iglesconder. Speaking of, I really want, now that the guy said Reddit chapter, I gotta double check and see what the Reddit is saying, the Drama Queen comments on Manga Reddit is saying. Because, like, I'm curious if they're thinking the same thing. Where is it? But I really, oh god, I'm so happy that Kitch didn't betray him. I'm not, as I said, I'm not happy about the virus. I'm praying to God that it was disabled, like, during the spread. Because that means something would be, that some of the virus spread out. Let's see. Someone said top tier rage baiter. So it said this manga is just the worst sentient beings in the galaxy dancing with each other. God is a bully and a hater is definitely the winner of top quote of the week. I really hope that is right. Like, I'm glad, thank God speaking of, thank God that this localization did not have edgelord and tryhard here. You know Viz would have done that shit. God complex on top of being a rage baiter. But let's see. I'm so surprised people are not bringing up Zamasu. But yeah, people are saying that Scar is such an entertaining asshole, born to troll. But I do like this. Someone said that it's a nice mix between a Mexican drama and a spy thriller. Dude, this is such a telenovela. It really is. This is giving telenovela down, huh? Like an extreme telenovela. Oh my god, I'm so happy with this chapter. I'm really happy with this chapter. The levels of chaos in this chapter are great. But like, I'm very curious if you guys are getting the Zamasu vibes that I'm getting from Iglaskar. Why do I keep saying his name wrong? But like, the one thing I am bothered about though, is it's like, dude, as I pointed out, Iglaskar said, a while ago, he said that the upper class aliens were moving to different planets. Then why just say that they're moving, like, you don't want this virus to happen because they're all moving to Earth? Why say that when they're already on different planets? Like, why isn't someone pointing that shit out? Why isn't Kitch or Haru pointing it out? Well, Haru's in pain, so maybe he just can't remember. But like, come on! Someone needs to mention it. I'm gonna be mad if no one mentions it. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kick in so we can keep bringing you more Drama Queen content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!